All right, most golfers are capable of shooting 3 to 5 strokes better than you ever have simply by having a game plan. So today we're gonna have really smart planning. Starting out, we've got a par 5 dog leg left. We don't wanna be left. Left is penalty, anything right we can work with. So I'm gonna cheat my aim way to the right. All right, we're planning every shot. We're paying attention to where the trouble is. Just like on the tee shot, we've got hazard on the left, so we don't want to miss left. We can miss pretty far right and be just fine. There's a little patch of dead stuff we don't want to be in. This is a par 5, so my best shot is to lay it up short of the green. There's sand front left. I don't want to be on the sand, and I don't want to hit over the sand. So if I can miss short and right, that puts me in a great position to have a really easy short par 3. Let's do it. Smart planning, I just created a 30-yard par 3. This channel is called The Scratch Plan. Planning is key to successful shots. A couple of smart shots and we have a 20-yard par 3. The next thing people that are good at golf aren't telling you, practice your partial wedges and chipping. If you can learn your distances on those, you're gonna save a ton of strokes in your game. I've got 20 yards here. I know what a 25-yarder feels like, so I'm just gonna try to hit a 25er because I'm uphill. That should about do the job here. A little left, but perfect distance. So we've got to look at birdie. Let's go. All right, we've got about 7 feet, and we're breaking just to the right a little bit here. Ooh. All right, easy tap in par. These greens are furry, super slow. Next up, we got a short par 3, 130 yards. Now, if I go way long, there's a fence, there's trouble I can get into. If I go short left, there's sand. So I'm just aiming for the middle of the green, ignoring the flag, trying to hit 130 yards. That's the least chance of anything bad happening. We hit it super fat and it's not ideal, but we're totally fine, no penalties. We're okay with bogeys. We've got 50 yards to a back flag. We don't want to push it long. I'd rather be short and 2-putt safely for bogey. So I'm just gonna hit a smooth 50-yard shot, making sure I don't go longer than that. Oh no. Oh, I didn't listen to myself. I pulled it long and left of the green. That's okay, we just never panic. We got 30 feet to the hole, pretty straight the whole way. We're gonna land it just a little under halfway there. Okay. All right, we saved bogey. It was a disaster of a hole and we still got bogey. If you don't panic, you can just do fine. Okay, hole 3, we got OB left. Don't let it even potentially be a problem. If we stay away from hazards, life gets easier. I'm aiming at that tree off the right side of the fairway. We do not need to be concerned about how many fairways we hit. That does not matter at all. Just steer clear of the trouble. And I pulled that one a little bit, so we are in the fairway regardless. Lovely. We've got 172 in here with no real trouble anywhere around. Short's gonna be slightly easier than long, so I'm just gonna play a club that'll probably go 165, 170-ish. Pretty sure that was off the toe and not a clean strike, but we're in fine position. This is a hard hole, it's a long one. So I've got 50 yards in. I'm just gonna hit a 50-yard shot and trust myself to get it there. That sucked. We are limping along today. Got 20 yards in, fairly straight. We're gonna land it. There's a leaf right between me and the hole. I'll highlight it on the video here. I'm gonna try to land about on that leaf. Oh, that was the distance I wanted, but it was wrong. It's a downhill putt. It's gonna go a bit to the left, I think. Let's mark our line. That ought to do her. Turned on it. All right, well, 2-putt double is obviously not ideal, but we're still in it. We never panic. Okay, I got another great tip for you. Make sure your rangefinder is in yards. My shots were feeling really weird where they were ending and what I was feeling. Just looked at my rangefinder is in meters and not yards. So I've basically been planning to hit it 20 yards shorter than I thought every time. But now I got it fixed in yards. We're good now. We got 170 yards to that flag. I'm planning the shot, I'm planning the hole. Basically the flag's right in the middle. Anywhere I miss isn't gonna be much advantage over anywhere else. There's no bunkers or hazard I gotta worry about. So I'm just gonna try to hit as close to the hole as I can. Either on the green or on the fringe. Having the yards instead of meters certainly helps. We got 40 feet to the hole, downhill, banking hard to the right. We're just gonna focus on lag. Imagine throwing the ball to the hole. See if we can stop it somewhat close here. That's not enough. Boy, these greens are slow. They are slow. I was a lot more intimidated by the downhill and curve of that putt than I needed to be. Winter greens are furry. Well, another bogey, that happens. We're 4 over through 4. For how crappy I've been playing, that's not bad. We could still finish at 40. What are we doing here? We're planning every hole. I've got hazard on the left. I've got hazard way out on the right. It's a par 5. I don't need to cut anything off. I don't need to do anything special. I just want to keep it in play. So that left bunker, it's about 250 yards to clear it. So I want to stay left of that left bunker. Just hit a clean, smooth shot over there. Just left of that left bunker. Exactly what I was trying to do. Driver's being good today. Okay, that was a 300 yarder on a rope. Exact line I was going for. This is a par 5 and I've got 215 to the flag. Now if you look up there, the flag's tucked on the left. That's a sucker flag. If I'm planning the shot and I just blindly try to hit it at that, well, any miss to the left is gonna be really difficult to get it up and down. Any miss to the right, I've got a great chance at a 2-putt for birdie if I get it there. But what I'm gonna try to do is split the difference between the flag and the sand, basically aiming at center green here, and hopefully give myself a good chance for birdie. Boy, this thing is really propped up in this rough here. That hit really funny on the club face. We're super short, but in a great position. Easy, short par 3. That's the name of the game. Plan every hole to give yourself short, easy par 3s. Got 56 to the flag here. I don't want to go long because I could short myself. So I'm gonna hit a 50-yard shot and hopefully have a putt for birdie. Boy, the wedges need work today. We have a putt, but it's a long mother. With these long putts, you want to visualize throwing the ball to the hole, and that's what we're going to do on this stroke, is throw the ball to the hole. Oh, these greens are just so stinking slow. Got about 8 feet. Just didn't want to turn. Okay, well, 3-putt bogey. We got sand on the right, we got trees on the right, we got hazard on the right. What are we gonna do? Cheat our aim to the left. We don't need to hit fairway. We just need to stay away from the ugly stuff. That felt a little slicey. I have no idea where it went. Let's see if we can track it down. A bit of a sky ball, I do believe. Now I'm re-emphasizing we're planning every shot. I made a smart plan, and even though I didn't hit it well, I skied it. I'm in the fairway, have a long way in, but no trees to deal with, no penalties. We've got a green light shot, 185 yards to the flag. There is sand short right. I don't want to be in that sand. I'd rather miss left. So I'm going to aim at the left edge of the green and be okay if I end up chipping. It's just smart planning. Avoid the things that cause blow-ups at all costs. I did pull that a little left, but that chip's a whole lot easier than that sand shot. Let's go get it up and down. So even though my ball striking hasn't been ideal today, I'm still on pace to break 90, and that's all from having a plan. Plan every shot. You might think that's boring or nerdy. I don't care. If you want to break 90, plan your shots and you'll shoot better than you ever have. Plan, 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 plan. We'll take that one any day of the week, baby. Let's go get that par. Okay, we got 9 feet in. It's gonna break a little to the left. By the way, guys, I used to be clueless when I was on the range, chipping, putting, didn't really know what to practice. I studied a whole bunch of PGA Tour drills, what they're doing, how they're doing it, and I built an app called the Scratch app to help me track what I'm doing, how I'm practicing, how I'm improving. If you want to check out the Scratch app and be one of the first to use it, just click on the link right here. It's also down in the description. And let me know what you think of the app. Putting on some tar, gonna get ourselves a par. Pushed it. I didn't push it, it just didn't turn. Bogey, 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 bogey. All right. Okay, we got a fairly long par 4 here, 430 yards. We want to make it as easy as we can on ourselves, so the longer we can hit this, the better. There's this hazard left and right, but it's way out there. I'm confident that I'm not going to hit it with my shot dispersion. So I'm going to swing a little bit harder on this one and just aim dead center. I hit that hard, but it went out to the right pretty far. That's why you don't hit hard. So my planning was right. I second guessed myself, but my planning was right. 330 to that bush, I'm 40 yards back, so I hit that 290. I've got 130 to the flag. Flag's pretty middly. I'd rather be short than long again, just because then I have an uphill chip with some green to work with. So we're just gonna hit a smooth, true 130 shot, making sure we don't go over. All right, I've been hitting toey and sauce, so I'm gonna make sure to get a little closer to the ball this time. And probably hosel shank it. Little left, but good strike. Yeah, we're about pin high on the left side. We'll take that any day, any day. By the way, good golfers plan every shot before the shot and after the shot. So I've been recognizing after my iron shots that most of them are coming off the toe. So I adjusted on that one, got a little bit closer to the ball and was able to hit it more on the sweet spot. Set myself up for a 40 footer. 40 feet's not great, but we're on the green and putting, and that's awesome. We are just not getting anything there with these carpety, furry greens. And they also stop a lot of the break, so they're all going straighter. I'm trying to give these putts more break than they deserve, and that's why I'm missing a lot of them. So let's aim this one left edge and just pound it home. Shallowy. I pulled it. Woo! All right, we got our par. That was a long hole without pars, but we're gonna finish par birdie. I don't know what they say this hole is ranked, but for me, it's the hardest hole on the course. It's a par 3, 230 yards to the flag, guarded on both sides short by sand. Most holes we're trying to get greens in regulation. This hole, it's not really prudent to do that, so I'm just gonna hit an iron and intentionally miss the green short. When you're a player trying to break 90, that may seem counterintuitive, but staying short of the sand and making sure you don't hit the bunkers is way better. So we're gonna lay up short here and just give ourselves an easy up and down for par. Okay, a little right, but we should be fine there. Up and down, let's do it. Thought I had a 5-iron there. Accidentally played my 4-iron and walloped it. So it would have been in the sand, but this is one of those so bad it's good situations. And it's going to be breaking that way. Left for me, right for you. Got about 27 yards. It lands straight and then breaks left at the end, but not a ton of left break. So I'm gonna go pretty much right at you. We are playing a strong 25er. And we just wanna let the club head fall down on that ball, pop it up there. All right, a little out to the right, but perfect distance. Giving ourselves a real chance to save par here. Look at that carpet. That is so bad. Part of good planning, the good golfers do, is knowing what the golf course architect was trying to do. So here we've got a dog leg right. It seems like, oh, we'll shorten the hole if we go right. But that's where all the hazard and junk and trouble is. When in reality, that tall dead tree way out to the left, that's 360 yards. I'm not gonna get to that, and it's wide open there. That's the safe shot, that's the smart shot, that's my shot. Well, I was aiming way over there, and I started right, and I sliced a little bit. I think we're okay, but if we weren't aiming there, we would definitely not be okay. We got 260 yards in. Not a lot of trouble on the green. There's some trees around there, but I don't anticipate having to deal with them. I just want to advance the ball, give myself a nice, easy par 3. So I'm just doing a smooth 5-wood towards the green, leave myself probably 20 to 60 yards on the approach. It's cutting a little more than I want it to. Oh no. Big bounce right. That tree may get in the way, we'll see. So the other thing good golfers do is they know they're not gonna bring their A game with everything. Today, my putter's really been struggling, and that's okay. When you plan smart, even if your driver isn't great, even if your irons aren't great, you can still score well because you're eliminating the possibility of big blow-up holes. Let's hit this 40-yarder. That's a 40-yarder right there. Let's go. So this 4-foot putt for birdie is the perfect example of what I'm trying to drive home today. I didn't hit a good drive. I didn't hit a great second shot, but I'm sitting here 4 feet from the cup for birdie. It's because I planned. I said, if I'm gonna miss this shot, where do I wanna miss it? Where do I wanna aim so that my miss doesn't get me into trouble? That's what I did on the drive, ended up fine. That's what I did on the second shot, ended up fine. And now I've rewarded myself with a 4-foot birdie putt that I'm gonna miss and throw my putter. Birdie, baby. What a finish. Low 80s, and I did not have my A game. My irons, I did a lot of dumb stuff. I was playing meters instead of yards for the first 3 holes. My putter was pathetic. I could not hit any putts. You plan your round, you score lower. Go get it done, you son of a gun.